Where's the streaming to? What channel is this on? Are you able to see it? What channel is this?
It's on our channel.
Oh, the gaming one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we haven't started. It says it's up on every.
Oh. Hello.
No?
Oh. Duration. What does that do? Scene transitions. No.
Yeah, it's got like a rating thing.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Nice. Uh-oh. Not liking that. How many dropped frames? We are at 35% drop frames. It's pretty bad. I don't know what more I could be doing that would make it better. Something has gone.
You're making Chandler cry.
I'm making myself cry, to be honest. I'm removing shit that I don't use. Cannon Rebel, get out of here. I don't even have that camera anymore. Get out of here. Okay. Hello. Tools. Can I lower the bit? Oh, 19%. What? This is great. Hold on. Audio output capture. If I just keep removing shit, it'll make it a lot easier. Get out of here, AVGN. Get out of here, Penix Sex. Hello. We probably weren't going to use it anyway. I had too much shit on the screen. Oh, it's running so much smoother now. Okay, wait. Window capture, audio output capture. Literally no idea what that is. Okay, that's audio input capture. I don't know what output capture is. Get out of here. If I don't think I need you, I don't. Yeah, because I already have desktop audio. Video capture device. That doesn't need sound. Okay. I am probably speaking too soon. Is there a way to lower bitrate? Lower the bitrate. Okay. So, round one. We have Obama. Now, I think I know where this is. This is probably early in the Obama administration because his hair isn't
He's not like
gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is holding like cameras instead of phones.
Oh yeah, this girl here has like an iPod Touch or something. No, this is like on the steps just to the right of center at the Lincoln Memorial. And I think you'd probably not be remiss to say that it is 2009. Because, okay, do we think he's president? Is this presidential Obama or is this campaigning Obama? Because if this is presidential Obama, 2009 is my pick. If this is campaigning Obama, then we're looking at 2008. I don't know if he's president here. We'll do 2008. Okay. We were a couple of years off.
I'm like, those people look a little too happy to see him if he's not president. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't be that excited to see someone that's just running for president.
What is going on? Okay. My freaking freaking hair was getting in my way. Sure, we'll do. Wait. It's that eyebrow. Okay. Greeting tourists at the whatever. Okay. I was so close. I was 15 meters off. Ooh, you are a famous building. Oh, I'm gonna be made fun of for not knowing what that is. Okay.
I feel so bad. Chadwick is crying.
You should go hang out with him. Hello.
No, I'm fine.
Ooh, I know what these are.
Really?
These are homosexuals. No, these are like beatniks, I think. Look at the like distinguished like long sleeve black shirts and like the clean hair and then the glasses and then the acoustic guitar. We are in the presence of some like some counterculture folk beatnik guys. Now, where is this happening? Because my initial guess, I'm going to say that the default here is not far off. I think we are very close to 1962. I almost want to say 59 just to not. Okay, I have this weird thing. I kind of have something against having it be on the default, even if I think that's a good guess. Like, if I look at this picture, you could show me the Kennedy assassination, and I like, well, I mean, obviously I would do this, but like for this, I'm like, I don't. I almost think 62 is a good guess, but
Chadwick, stop
part of
crying.
me wants to.
This little
Oh
kid.
my gosh! Oh, I wish we could just like let him in, but he would
We
start
can.
like wrecking shop. He would start destroying everything. Okay, this is 59. I'm thinking these guys were everywhere, but I think
What's that building?
it's gonna bother me that I'm not gonna get it. Um, okay, wait. There's a sign that's in a language. Is it English?
Chadwick.
Oh my gosh. He's trying to get in. Hmm.
Maybe like that. No.
This is probably gonna be so off.
Yeah. He was okay.
Um. Uh, yep. It was very off. I was 8 years off, and not even close. Oh, it's in Rome. Oh, only a 12. Oh. Okay, yeah, that was a bad one. I'm just eating the L on that one. He's reaching up for the handle, I think, some of those terms. Ooh.
Zoom in. Computer enhance.
Ooh. Hmm. Is that a Cyrillic language? This is a man named Boris. Hmm. Okay. Kidgerat. Bejagat. Okay, this one strand of hair is starting to bother me. I'm making it worse.
These are not hitting at all.
They don't look like they would be hitting.
This is not what I wanted anyway. Suffering in silence.
You're not in silence because you're freaking whining about it. Okay. Bed you're at. Machinery. A young lad. What is that? Where is bed you're at? I'm just going to say I think this is kind of Russia. This is kind of ticking Russian bells to me. Unless it isn't. I don't know. That doesn't seem. Unless it is. Okay, wait. Who are you? Is it Minsk? It's somewhere. I think we could agree it's somewhere over here. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna say Moscow. I'm not even gonna like try to be detailed. I know this is probably some freaking significant landmark, but I'm like, just throw my hands up. It was in Hungary. Yep. It's in Budapest. That's where that is. I was very far off. Not too far off on the year, but not a good one either. Not my best work. Ooh, okay. They're all hitting that.
Yep.
Big clue. Big clue. Okay. This is a freaking square ass city. Probably over here. There's probably a lot of stuff going on there. And I'm gonna say that this is. That was 2008, right?
What?
Beijing Olympics.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know a single Olympic. Wow.
I thought that was Chinese, to be fair. And I thought it was the year I was close, but ooh, Beijing is not Osaka. I suck at this.
No, wait. These are fine. These. Oh my god.
Abbey Street Middle.
He's so sad.
White Heather. Ooh, wait. Hello. Okay, yeah, this is a very specific time period. Because this would have been a time period when they had. This would have been a time period when they had car and horse at the same time. Which was. It would be probably 1910 times if I had to guess. I'm going to say like 1915 to be safe. Now, this seems like England. I feel like that's something important. Is this England? What are we doing here? first thought is to go to London. The first thought is to go to London and try to find this pointy erection. Ooh, is it? Ooh, I think it's that. Is it Trafalgar Square? That looks a lot like that.
Oh my gosh, it's Trafalgar Square from the Peppa Pig game.
It's gonna be my guess.
Hotspur Street?
Yep.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Wait, 1925?
Whoa, that was a lot later. They were freaking doing horses and shit then. They should have had cars by then.
What, dude?
Why is it in Dublin? I'm just nope.
Wow. I didn't realize that was all of them.
That was really bad. That was like my worst one.
Yeah.
That was not my best work. So the next daily is in 3 hours. But I think we could just play another random. No, this is the freaking daily again. Hit the what?
Hit the whoa. Hit the sound effect.
Okay. Play. No timer. Ooh. That is extremely interesting, actually. They are like fumigating the streets. What?
It's okay.
What is happening here in Taipei? Oh my gosh, what did you do?
I just popped my hand on
This is quite possibly the COVID-19. This could be the David-19 situation.
Oh no. Why are you trying to kill me? I thought you wanted me to come.
Um, sure, that's gonna be my guess. Oh, I was extremely close on the location and only 1 year off. That's more what I'm used to.
Where is it?
It was in Taipei. It was the
I've had enough of that place. I mean, I can't say that.
uh it's the
It's
streets
Southeast.
it's the streets of Taipei during the David-19 situation.
Yeah.
The thing though is I didn't know that they were still spraying disinfectant in 2021. That felt like a 2020 thing when they thought that like you could get it through like touch, and so people were like wiping off their
You
groceries.
can get it through touch, right?
I
Just
thought
like
it was
not.
like just like a respiratory
Well,
thing.
like can't like I don't know. Also, I simply meant by that that I watched a lot of movies set in Taipei in class, and
That's an interesting arm gesture.
yeah.
What do we think is going on here actually? This is I think that this is the time that the Olympics were Nazi. Oh crap. Was that in Berlin or Munich? München. I forgot. While I'm trying to think of it, the year. What was the? It was 33, I think. No, that can't be right. It has to be an even number. The Olympics are every 4 years. If it's in fours, it's always gonna be an even number. When was it? Um, I don't know. Wait, 4,
That doesn't look
8,
right somehow, but
2. They were a little busy this year, so it wasn't that year. It was like in the 30s. 38. Um, it might have been 36. Wait, hold on. Let's count back. I know that there was an Olympics in 2008. So there's one in '04. There's one in 2000. 96. 92. 88. 84. 80. 76. 72. 68. 64. 60. 56. 52. No, I haven't. 48. 44. 40. Okay, so final answer is either 36 or 32. I feel like 32. It doesn't. It feels. Does it feel too early?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you got 33, so that's not that
That might have been too early. Wait, 36. That might have been too late. All right, final answer.
you wouldn't be far off.
Yep, final answer is 32. Final location answer. München isn't that big, is it? Yeah, like there's not like freaking like gimornous stadiums over here, is there? Oh wait, probably that. I don't know how recent that is though. That kind of seems a little recent. The Munich Olympics, the Berlin Olympics. See, Munich Olympics sounds better. The Munich Olympics. When I'm so stupid, dude.
You're just saying it and
I'm so I'm so genuinely I'm so genuinely stupid. I'm just gonna guess somewhere over here.
It's a good thing no one's watching.
It was 36. Okay.
Wow.
The location, I was pretty dang close. Oh, that's cool. They have a freaking road named after Jesse Owens. It's kind of sick. Okay. Okay, yeah. I was a little off on the year and a little off on the location, but only a few miles. So another really good round. Ooh. That's a plane, I think, that has crashed in New York. We know what that means. Rest in peace, World Trade Centers. That was in like Lower Manhattan, right? Yep. Okay, wait. Okay, what? Actually, for real, what are we dealing with here? Like, this is like this is like a proper plane.
That hasn't. Huh.
This is one of those fire trucks that goes. Pepsi laundry. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably the 50s. Where is this? Is like Harlem. This looks like Harlem to me. Where's Harlem at? It's not in freaking New. It's not in New Jersey. I'll tell you that. There's the Bronx, Yonkers. That's a little out of the way. East Bronx, Harlem. Okay. Thinking it's somewhere in Harlem. I'm thinking it's. Well, this is like. Yeah, there's like a church. Whoa. Wait. Apollo Theater. Cathedral Parkway. This doesn't feel like a cathedral. That's like a Methodist church or something. I don't know if they even got those in New York. Do they have Methodist churches in? It's probably fair to say it's like there. Uh, are we? I'm not really sold on 52.
I'm not either.
Not loving it.
That looks older to me.
It does look a little bit older. That fire truck.
That
This
looks like 40s ass.
maybe 48. I'm gonna say 48. Whoa. Okay,
Oh, now we're stupid.
we were kind of aftermath of mid-air collision that caused a Douglas 811 to crash into the streets of Brooklyn. Oh shit. Dude, Long Island is actually like freaking extremely long. What the heck? That's like a country. Yeah, no, in Europe, it's an entire country. Long Island is so freaking long. It's crazy. No one prepared me for that. Like when all these people in Wilmington are like, "Oh, I'm from Long Island." It's like it doesn't even like register that it's like that huge. Like look at that. It's the Statue of Liberty. Okay, location-wise, we were pretty close. But that's kind of crazy. So a mid-air plane collision in 1960. You would have thought we would have heard about this. That was not our best work, but that's pretty. Okay, wait. Where is San Jacinto Boulevard? Okay, wait. What does that say? Street Austin. Okay, yep. This is some gay shit that would only happen in Austin. This is some freaking gay shit that would happen in Austin, I swear. Look at these people. They're just like, huh? What's going on?
Not a phone in sight. Well, not. What is that? Is that a phone?
It's like a Blackberry.
Yeah. That's kind of telling.
So we think that this is potentially like uh
This?
that bag?
Oh, okay.
It's like a
Oh, the
backpack,
bag.
water bottle, backpack.
The water bottle.
Yeah, these are for some freaking gay yogis or whatever in Austin. Keep Austin weird, they say. I'm thinking, yeah, it's like middle of downtown, I'd say. Now, for a year, I went backwards. um, It's like the camera quality is too good for it to be like
I mean,
too old, but also like I'm looking at these signs in the background.
you understand people had good quality cameras, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see zoom. There's some freaking artifacts here. Um,
It's just they weren't on phones, but we did have them.
I think this might. I'm gonna say '05 downtown Austin. Ooh, an acro yoga flash mob. Flash mobs were a very like 20 like. Do you remember the Harlem Shake?
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was Yoda for a
I,
second.
that's why I asked what it was, because I thought it was Yoda.
What is
Because
Yoda
it
doing
had a
here?
little Yoda like puppet sitting in front of him.
Whoa, our dropped frames are only down to freaking 42% or 4%.
42, only
That we're dropping half of the frames.
um,
That's funny. Like you can see the two windows I've opened are the streaming window and how to not drop frames. Okay,
whoa.
this is a hard photo.
That is
First
so
of all,
cool.
this is cold. Look at the mustaches on these gentlemen. That is a cold photo. That MF is freaking. Okay, bizarre. Okay, where are we? I see these mustaches and my thoughts immediately go to like the Ottoman Empire. Like these are like Turks, but also I could be wrong. This doesn't look like Turkey. This looks like Burgos, if I'm being real. Yep, it is. I think this is Burgos.
Burgos not that far, is it?
Oh yeah, there we go. I think this is Burgos.
Yep.
Year. I think the only time cops were freaking rocking capes and mustaches like that. The only time cops had this much aura must have been like a long time ago. Like this could look at this guy. This is like 100 years ago. This actually genuinely might be 100 years ago. This might be 25.
Watch, it's gonna be like, oh, this is from like 1960.
No way. Like look at the stance on this
Yeah,
fucker.
I'm
Look at the
not
stance and the face. That is like a face that saw World War One.
It looks
These
really
mustaches.
but
I don't know about
we gotta look
this.
around.
Yeah, we gotta observe the streets. That lamp, street lamp. Ekla, affix. The signs are all just not quite readable as English, which almost makes me think that this might Casbot.
How do you read that?
I'm just making stuff up. Rhine, P Rhine.
Okay, I do see that.
It might not.
Burgos.
It might not be Burgaw, guys. I think it might be somewhere else.
Chat.
What? What the hell is this? I made a new discovery, guys. I don't think,
This is how
guys,
explorers don't.
guys. Has anyone found this? Has anyone found Isla do Pico? Has anyone found Facial Island? What is that? That's like a pit.
Do you know how stupid it probably sounds? Just scrolling on a map.
Nobody.
I've made a discovery, and it's like a place where people live.
Nobody has found this. They have an ice cream shop, Ash. They have an ice cream shop. What?
I want to
What
get
is
like
the
I want to get
closest
like
thing to that?
Google like Street View and see what's there.
Like, look, that's the ocean. There's just ocean all around this. The closest thing is Portugal. It's in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean, Ash. That is insane. Okay, I think this might be Europe. Where's the Rhine? Is that in France? The Elbe. This is Berlin. I think this is near a river that would flood.
Oh, if that says 0 people are watching when I have the stream open.
So there's negative people watching
They
normally.
took my view away.
Oh, we're still in Germany.
I think you need to pick somewhere.
I do.
Sense?
Let's go Sens.
Oh, sense?
Oh, Paris. It is France. I got France right, but it was 1910. So these guys actually didn't know about World War One yet. That was a little tiny bit later, I think. Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so the year I didn't do too hot, but the location I was like kind of close. Final score. Much better. That's genuinely a lot better.
There's
40,000.
like 8,000 letters in this one.
Yeah. If even I even got that, I don't think I even got that. I think I got like 30 flat. I think we did a 10k improvement. Um, I wish I could like stretch. I wish I could stretch this. Can I crop it at least? Like, is there a way to like? I want to block the ads because there's ads that like dox us on here.
What?
Yeah, there's like North Carolina ads. I mean,
You've doxed us literally on stream before. You'll like read our address.
no, I haven't.
I swear you have like said our
Mm-mm.
address on
I've
stream.
never done that before. You're making that up. Okay. We've been streaming for like 30 minutes. Pretty good.
Enjoy. What you been up to?
I have nothing to do tomorrow, so um
What would like the most?
let's do a different one. Do one more and then we'll go to bed. Ooh. You could.
And would you?
But then nobody I have no one to talk to because there's nobody watching. There's no chat.
You talk to yourself. Like, if you think like.
Alger Zen Al Irrivedenti. Okay. I'll tell you exactly where and when this is. This is in French Algiers. At a port, I'd imagine. This very much feels like it is some, like. This feels like some 1910 times. I think 1909, honestly.
Maybe even older.
Look at these freaking biddies here with their canes. Like this was it was different in this time.
Oh, hats are interesting.
have like some bowlers or whatever that is. A lot of mustachery going on. I was thinking, wait, what's the oldest?
I think it's not.
It is 1900. This might be
really?
close. This could be 1900. I almost want to say 1909. That's what my heart is telling me. In French Algiers, 1909. Yep.
It was 1900.
Yep. It was. I was like 500 meters off. I got almost a perfect score. Alhambra Palace. The Casbah. Oh, we were so close. Okay. I guess that's Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn Lan. I'm guessing that this is the Netherlands then. We're doing a quick one. This is a speed round. Well, I don't see Audrey Hepburn Land on a freaking Amersfoort, Utrecht,
I have the Sheets app open.
Alphen aan den Rijn, The Hague, Katwijk, Haarlem, Zaandam, Burg in Waterland, Halfweg. Halfweg in when was her reign of terror? Honestly, the thing it landed on, 62. Wouldn't that be like a good guess? Was she a little before? Hair getting my eye again.
Go for what you think.
Why are you being like unhelpful? Okay. Only a couple years off. Very close. I was so. Is it actually called Audrey Hepburn Land? Audrey Hepburn Land. Wait. Unveiling street in the Dutch town of Doorn, Hepburn, born in neighboring Belgium, spent part of her childhood in the Netherlands during World War II and actively supported the Dutch resistance. That's cool. Whoa. It actually is Audrey Audrey Hepburnhoff. That's a good round for us. Ooh.
Wow. These vehicles are.
I think this is 1974. Now, what do I think that is? That's a mighty building. What is that flag? Not very helpful. That is also a beautiful, like, mighty building. These are some almighty buildings. Where do I think that they've got almighty buildings like this? Is that The Hague? Do we have multiple, like, Netherlands? I know there's, like, a courthouse thing there or something. It's where the International Court of Justice or whatever it is. No, that'd be stupid. They wouldn't do that. Where is that? That is nice. But you know what's weird about this? that sort of building looks like it could just randomly exist in like Virginia somewhere. They could just be doing that. They could also be doing whatever this is. No, I don't know. This is too. What is that flag? This is too green and lush and beautiful to be Albania. um,
Okay. If you say so.
what if this is America? It doesn't at first glance look like America to me.
Pulling up the map right now.
The weird thing is, yeah, I was looking back here. I'm like, San Francisco? And then I'm like, no, not San Francisco. Not San Francisco. They're not doing that in San Francisco. Yeah, I don't think it's America. It's Europe somewhere. I'm gonna guess Brussels in Belgium.
Remember, it's just history speaking.
Ah,
Ooh.
Republic Square, Armenia, which is over here. You know what sucks is I'm hungry now.
I'm like considering maybe getting like Chick-fil-A breakfast for my
How big is our backs right now?
right now my back needs to go to sleep. um
What you say? You say? Oh, sorry. Take me for another ride. Take me for another ride. I swear I'll change. I'll be better. I'll be a better man.
but I don't know if I can wake up early enough.
Oh, you always say that. You always say that, and then you go and treat me rotten again. Oh, I say I'll be a good man for you. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of the kids. I'll treat you better than nobody's ever treated you. I'm going insane. What movie is this from? This is stupid. What is this? Invicta.
Well,
Does this feel like America to you? Look at this freaking swanky David Byrne fella. I think that this is some European city that they're trying to pass off.
I like the opening.
Speed round. Why is it all? Yeah, yep, that's who I thought that was, and I didn't recognize her, but yeah, that's cool. It's Rome. That's a freaking. I knew this was a freaking like movie, dude. They had to have been on a freaking doing a movie bit or something. Close on the year, location not so much. All right, this is the last round. We have to lock in.
Oh, we got
I've gotten
before.
this one before actually. No, I forget. That's
Yes,
the Columbia
yes,
flag.
and you like were yelling at me that it was like something, and it wasn't. And I was like, no, it's the other thing, and then I was right.
Because
And I don't remember.
there's American flags.
Yes.
The plane says Tampa, but then the flag says Columbia.
I think it was you were saying that it was America and it was Colombia.
Because there's all these American flags. Because it was shipments. It's shipments of the vaccine, I think.
That sounds familiar.
So the vaccine didn't come about until 21, and that's Venezuela. This is like a coastal area, I think. No. Okay, no, it's not. I don't think it's coastal. It might just be the big whatever the what's the biggest city? I'm gonna say Medellin, whatever that Medellin. I don't know. I'm glad none of our Spanish-speaking friends are watching right now. Yeah, this sucks, but this it got spot on. Let's freaking go. Get the year right. It's the Moderna COVID-19 It's oh, that was in the other big city. Yeah, I should have just gone the biggest city. Not as good as I did on the last one. I think what killed me is the location on the one that I thought was Brussels, but it was like freaking Armenia, and then the Paris and Rome confusion was just like the rest of them were pretty spot on. Wait, I can see the breakdown. Yep, yeah. So,
9 years off was kind of rough.
but that one was, I said 1909. I was like, is that too old? That feels like so long ago. And it was literally 1900. That was crazy. And then Audrey Hepburn Land, it was when we got pretty close. Yeah, that one was ugh. And then why was it like Audrey Hepburn themed? Some of these, you'll ever catch these where they're like themed?
Yeah, it's like random, right? Because like we just get the same ones.
Well, the day after the Pope died, I had like a Pope like round. Like
Well,
the daily sometimes is themed.
yes, the daily is themed, but regular games are like random.
They must have had like
So
an Audrey Hepburn like birthday special where it was like all like her, which like that's pretty cool. Okay, guys. um I might stream more like this. This is kind of fun. Stop. I might stream more like this. This is kind of fun, and maybe I'll find more stuff to do with it. This is the record. We broke the record for least dropped frames ever on a stream where I tried to use a face cam, so good for me. But yeah, um, this has been fun.
you only dropped, what is that?
3,000 frames. But it's only 3%. I'm not dropping frames currently, so I can.
It's only 48% or whatever.
Wait, is the frame dropping increasing or something as I'm moving around? No, it's not. The numbers. We're not dropping any more frames. Let's go.
I don't know how it works. Like if you move more on the camera.
What I don't understand. I will never understand what increases or decreases frame like dropping in like a streaming context. I don't know. What happens if I close the window that's being captured? I guess it doesn't matter because I'm covering it. Get out of the way. Okay. But yeah, it was kind of fun. We went for like an hour. That's kind of cool. I might do this more because it's not Yakuza, but it's fun.
You know what's crazy? I have a capture card that we might use.
We could totally like bring it in here and like stream stuff.
Because with that you can like play on like the Switch or even like a DS or something.
That's
I've had
cool.
people do that.
Wait, so we play it like on the computer screen here and like play it through here, or would we play it like on the TV and capture it into this?
I don't know.
Because this has OBS.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's complicated, but we have one and we can do something, but I don't know what. What if we, you were talking about playing FIFA, what if we stream
That would be really fun, actually.
one night that we like played through the whole game was really fun.
I think it'd be funny if I did the thing like where that kid turned blue or whatever and died. You know that video?
The video where the kid turned blue and died?
Yeah. Hold on. No, stop. Shut up. No, stop. Shut up.
Is
Okay.
this being streamed?
I don't think so. Kid 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 turns blue and dies. Have you ever seen this? Wait. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm blocking whatever is. Oh, it wants us to watch Dracula Flow. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, look, I have the time guesser on a sep.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. Dracula Flow 5 is just gonna play anyway. Okay. Um bye guys.